Hello, English class. Okay, we're going to continue working towards figuring out what career you might possibly want to research about. So today you're going to take the My Next Move interest profiler, and this one's really cool. So you're going to go through a series of questions that ask about your interests. There'll be results based on what you posted, and then they'll actually show you some careers that you may be interested in pursuing based on your responses. So I'm going to go through this with you so you can see what it looks like. Now, I think this is extremely important where we match our interests with possible careers because a lot of us pursue careers based off of what you know. So the idea this week is that you are researching and clicking and finding more information about careers that maybe you never heard of or don't know much about. Okay, so I hope that you're let's just start. All right, so this is the page that you're going to see when you click on the link provided or put it into your browser, whatever you're doing. All right, so next, I took it already. So let's move through my things here. So just so that you know how to answer this, where it says repair household appliances, that sounds like the worst thing ever to me. To you, that might be like interesting. So I put the angry, sad face, strongly dislike. Then this would be dislike. This one, you're not really sure. You like it or like you're super hyped about it, okay? So that's how you answer each of the questions. There are 60 of them, so it's going to take a few minutes. And then when you are done with the 5 pages, 60 questions, they're going to tell you did a great job. If you were unsure about an answer, you can go back. You can return to the first page. I'm fine with my answers, so I continued. And it gave something similar to the Big Five personality traits, where it tells you what you're most aligned with in terms of being a realist, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, or conventional. And I believe if you click this, so my highest one was social, it'll give you a definition of what that means and tell you some, oh, teaching, well, that's good, of what types of careers you might, or types of careers you would like to pursue based on being social. Okay, so we're going to close that. So you'll see this. If you want to check that out, you can. Then you're going to click next. And they're going to give you, so the idea is the interest plus a job zone equals the career. It'll explain what a job zone is next, which is how much education, training, experience do I need to do this job. So for some of you, and again, we're looking for future jobs. So for some of you, you may not be interested in earning a bachelor's degree, which is a 4-year in college degree. Some of you may want to do that. Others, you're saying, no, I'm going to have my high school diploma and then I'm going to move on. So what this is going to explain to you is the idea of preparation. Some jobs have little or no job preparation, meaning you have a high school diploma and you're good to go, whereas other jobs would have extensive, where you may need to get a PhD, right, and go to college for many, many, many years. And some of you may be at 1 or 5 or somewhere in the middle. So what's interesting about this is when you're thinking about a career path, this site allows you to think about how much schooling would this job require. So then you click next, and again, so then it explains, you pick which job zone you're interested in. So job zone 4 is where you would need a 4-year degree, okay? That's what most of you, I assume, are going to look at. That's what I had when I first went to get a job. Did I just mess this up? Okay, so I'm going to stay in job zone 4 for right now and see what jobs are available. I click next. Let's see. And then it gives me a series of jobs that fit my interest and how much education I would like to pursue. So I thought it was interesting that they had a career tech ed teacher. I should have been a shop teacher, right? CTE teacher. So that's there. And again, there might be things that you are familiar with, like elementary school teacher. And if you scroll down, I want you to just check out some of them, because maybe there's a job here that you've never heard of or didn't think that it would be important. If you look in the news, what does this little guy mean? New job opportunities likely in the future. Yeah, midwives. There was actually some talk of having every person that has a baby have a midwife now. So if you click, this thing is so extensive, it's fantastic. Take some time, it's going to tell you what do you do. So you provide prenatal care and childbirth assistance. And then it tells you what you need to know, the skills, your abilities, and you'll scroll through here. Job outlook, right? This is important. New job opportunities are very likely in the future. As I said, I had read a little bit about people saying that they were almost going to like mandate that everyone gets a midwife. The average work for this is 54,000 a year. We live in New York, so it would probably air more towards this side. But that's not a bad salary. If this is not enough for you, then and that's very important, you may want to look at different jobs. It tells you how much education you need, etc. So again, this is really, to me, fascinating. I don't sound like too much a nerd. I think if I click, I can go back and look at the other jobs here that are listed. If you go back, you can also change up and think, oh, well, what if what could I do right now when I just graduate with my high school diploma? So there are two here, and if let's see, counter attendants or a food server, non-restaurant. That's interesting. Oh, I guess this is the food server is like someone at McDonald's, whereas this is someone at like a restaurant. So then you'll get a little bit of information about the job, look at the knowledge, the skills, and job outlook. So new job opportunities are very likely in the future. So that's important to think about. You don't want to get a job that's going to become obsolete. This is a pretty low wage, although folks in this industry usually live off tips. But again, I'm going to stop ranting so you get an opportunity to look through this. So what you're going to post on our attendance activity for the day is once you're done moving around, pick one of the careers that sparked an interest in you and that maybe you hadn't heard of prior to this assignment. Okay, so good luck. Let me know if anyone needs any help, and I hope this is beneficial.